Local nonprofit is expanding to further carry out its mission, providing positive outlets for Memphis youth and to stop violence here in Memphis. Joining us today once again, Liddell Beeman, the founder and CEO of Heal the Hood. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, sir.
Well, it's good to have you back here. And you know, we just heard this disturbing news from the FBI director who categorized our city as one of the most violent in America, the murder capital of the USA.
Wow.
I know that's something that you're working to fight every day. Heal the Hood has a mission to positively influence our young people. So please help us understand how this is your daily mission.
Well, one of the things about me, I've been doing this since I was 19 years old, and and it gets me because I grew up in a family, that was from the inner city, and my uncle was murdered when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And so I know what it's like to hear, a mother screaming and crying at 3 in the morning because they've had some bad news about what's happened to their child. And so that's a reverberation that happens with me throughout life now. And so I didn't know that at 5 it was a calling that I would be doing the work years and years later. And so here I am to try to really silence a lot of those screams of the parents that are crying out because their kids are going down the wrong path.
Well, I'm sorry you had that personal intervention, but this is a daily work that you do. So you guys are on the job every day?
Absolutely. We have after-school programs that's happening. We're filming, constantly doing projects, children's books, comic books, music, movies, whatever we can do to really be a part of the solution to what's going on in the city of Memphis. And I really think that once you get kids activated, they're ready to go in some direction. And so it's just up to us which direction those kids are going to go into. And so our job is every day is to activate those students to go into a positive direction.
You mentioned creating comic books with these young people, and you created your own superhero figure because you have a creative outlet and you like to draw. And so help us understand how what Heal the Hood does is based on the arts.
Well, we always tell people that hood is a suffix at the end of words: brotherhood, motherhood, fatherhood, sisterhood, priesthood. Everybody has a hood. So uniquely what we do is that we use the arts to really be able to heal those hoods. A lot of people are drawn into the entertainment sector. And so we know with kids, they're into anime and they're into all these amazing things because imagination is something that a lot of kids are being robbed of now. They're seeing realistic stories of crime and violence. So if you paint a different picture and you give kids an experience, they'll gravitate towards this. And so what we did was we created the images that we wanted to see. And it was about what superheroism looks like in Memphis, with people like how Superman's character was. Our superhero, his name is Wake. And so his whole thing about being in Memphis has attracted so many different people, even Keenan Ivory Wayans, Robert Townsend, Michael Jai White. A lot of major celebrities that are doing positive things in the industry have come to Memphis because of what our comic books are doing. And so there's a lot of things that's happening. We got a brand new one that has both mayors in it, so they're animated inside. Even Alex Coleman from
another station. We don't talk about him on this broadcast. Well, Heal the Hood also offers several programs: the Wake Up Tour and the Hero Empowerment Center. What are some of the lessons taught at those programs?
Well, it's really about engagement, positive engagement, character development. They're kids that are picking up instruments and they're doing so many different things, dancing around the city, but we teach the other element of it, how to have character inside of this industry. And so everybody is seeing what's happening with Puff Daddy and all these different things that are happening. And we're like, we have to prepare these kids for the industries that they want to go into, but we do that through character development. And so we're teaching music, we're teaching instrumental music, vocal music, everything that you can think of, martial arts, whatever art you can think of, we teach it because we want to keep these kids from engaging in negative behavior before they get into these industries that's been a pitfall for so many.
All right, so you also have summer camps. How can families sign up?
So they can go to our website at hthmemphis.org. That's our site, hthmemphis.org. It's called the Legacy Summer Arts Camp, and we start June the 2nd. And so we only have about 13 more slots.
Oh.
So they hurry up and get involved in there. There's a slight application fee of $25, and we're not charging parents like that because we know that these are hard times and people have a lot of children. And so we want to be able to open those doors up for kids that really need it.
All right, and you just opened new headquarters, 3558 Kirby Parkway. How will the new facility help carry a mission forward?
What's happening there, we're hooking up 3D printing machines. We're teaching kids how to print animated action figures and all these different things. And the cool part about us doing that at 3558 is that we're free open to everybody. It's just open, wide open, so that people can come in. Richard Ross, a good friend of ours, was very instrumental in getting us that location. And so there's some huge things on the horizon from birthing from that location foundation to where we're getting ready to go in the future with a theater that's in that area too. So some big news coming up about that too.
Well, that's terrific. Of course, Mr. Ross is with NBC Network and is a generous man who finds your particular nonprofit to be so compelling for our community, and that's why you're here in this chair right now. A lot of us believe that too.
And I love you guys. I love Mr. Ross and his passion for what he has for us, and what we're cooking up is something that's very, very powerful, and I think the city is going to appreciate what's about to happen.
All right, Liddell Beeman, the CEO of Heal the Hood Foundation, thank you so much for being back with us. We wish you tons of luck this summer with your great work.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Great to see your smile again.